In Afghanistan, this is where and how it sometimes ends, a drug addict's life. Health workers came to round up the addicts and take them to addiction treatment centers, but today they encounter the lifeless bodies of 3 addicts. Here at Kabul's Crisis-VOA bridge, the health workers face the grim and heavy chore of removing the bodies, hauling them up to the street and away for burial. If no family can be located, they will be laid in an unmarked grave, with no one to mourn their loss. It is the mark of shame to be buried alone in Afghanistan. For the workers and government officials, it reminds them they cannot help everyone. Dr. Aref Wafa was working with addicts.
Especially when we come here in the winter, our goal is to save their lives. They may increase the dose due to cold or chills. When they overdose, they do not feel it, therefore this causes their death.
Doctors say these addicts are consuming heroin, morphine, opium, and increasingly crystal meth. The cause of death is usually a drug overdose. They are taken to a Kabul cemetery for burial. How many bodies are buried there? No one knows. Officials don't track the numbers. Ghulam Yaya's brother lost his life to addiction under the bridge. Yaya, an addict like his brother, still lives under this bridge. Now he describes the sadness and shame and how addicts' deaths are treated by religious leaders.
They said those who use drugs commit suicide. Since they commit suicide, their funeral prayers are forbidden. They cannot be washed. His mother did not bring her child to this world to end up under Crisis-VOA bridge. He did not wish this for himself, but I could not bury him in any cemetery.
In Kabul's Crisis-VOA area, this is not just the story of Ghulam Yaya's life. Throughout Afghanistan, it is known as a drug addiction center. The bridge in western Kabul has become a major hub for drug users for the past 2 decades, an iconic symbol of drug abuse in a nation rife with addiction. The addicts don't just come from Kabul, but many provinces too. Hundreds of them share this grimy space, spending their days and nights getting high amidst the waste and debris. Most of them have been evicted by their families and have no shelter. They live in squalor, surrounded by filth, black walls, and dirty water. Over the years, there have been several unsuccessful attempts to close the area, but it remains a popular gathering place for addicts. Nazo is one of many looking for loved ones. Her husband and brother are addicted to drugs. Nazo's husband uses opium and is remarried. He left her with the responsibility of taking care of their 6 boys. In Afghanistan, single mothers with no men in the house face a particularly difficult life, especially when the single mother is the only breadwinner. This is why Nazo hopes to find her brother, who is a heroin addict.
It has been 5 months since I went to Kartenau, Arzan Kemat, Jada, and Sinemoy Pamir to Shamali so that anyone could tell me his whereabouts. I don't know the area. I went to ask. I got home about 10 o'clock at night. I am a woman. I cannot bear this grief if, God forbid, someone touches me or someone talks dirty behind my back.
In addition to her 6 children, Nazo also has been taking care of her mother and her brother's wife. She washes dishes and cleans people's laundry, making about $2.60 a day.
I suffered for him so much. The other day I told my mother, "Mother," she said, "Yes." I said, "It's a pain. We can get over it. I will find a poison tablet and we will end everything together."